Drop it. Yeah.
Ow. So guys, how y'all doing? I literally just went to sit on a chair and I fell off the chair. So actually I'm not gonna say I fell off the chair. The chair is the outside chair that is used, that we use to put the what's it called, the laundry basket on when I hang up washing. And because it's like really old and rickety and weathered, it kind of just broke in half. I have a sore ass right now. But anyway guys, I'm on the floor now, so I may as well just stay here and have a little chat with you. I know it's not very often that I pick the camera up and just talk and, you know, say what I'm doing or say how I'm feeling. It's usually Josh doing that, or, you know, Josh picking the camera up and pointing it at me and me having a little chat that way. But I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of an insight on what I do. You obviously know what I do. You see me from like day to day and see what I get up to and all that sort of stuff. But privately, like, I do stuff as well, like the camera never sees. And when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a teacher. Surprise, surprise. And if I couldn't be a teacher, I always wanted to be a writer. So, you know, I did all the classes and I was really, really good at it. And, you know, I did, like, you know, the creative writing classes and the journalism classes and, you know, all that sort of stuff to, you know, make sure that you're, you know, you can use big words and you can do good with writing. And I did all of that, and then I got into a relationship and I got pregnant. Now I'll be completely honest, when I got pregnant, I never thought that it would stick. Like, you know, I never thought the guy would stay around. I never thought, I knew I was going to have the baby. That was a given. There was no two ways about that. But I had the baby. And that was Jess. I had Jess. So yeah, I was at school and, you know, got pregnant. Well, I was 18, so, you know, I wasn't a kid, but I was still a kid. Jess's dad was only 17, so he was definitely still in school. It was really difficult. Well, difficult but not difficult. I decided not to have a career. I decided that from that moment I was going to be a mum. That's what I was going to do. I was going to be a mum. And, you know, I for a little while, for about the first 6 months of my pregnancy, I stayed at school. I wanted to try and do as much still as what I thought I could do. But yeah, I just stopped. So then anyway, after a couple of years, you know, Jess's dad and I were still together and everything like that. And then I got pregnant again. And I had Katie. So, and she was, you know, that was amazing. But I had my kids and everything like that. Jess and Kate's dad and I, we never moved in together. We got engaged with the prospects of maybe one day getting married and, you know, all of that sort of stuff, you know, living the happily ever after and everything that goes with it. But it wasn't. It was difficult. It was trying. It was really hard. It was draining. It was a really, really hard time for me. We stayed together 12.5 years. And, you know, the first couple of years, like when we had Jess and Kate, you know, they were good. It was probably the last 8 years of those 12 that were hard. When Katie went back to full-time school, I didn't know what to do. I was a bit lost. I'd spent by that stage seven years just being a mum, not doing anything, looking after my kids, putting them, you know, first. And then when Katie was at full-time school, I didn't know what to do with myself anymore. I had no little kiddies at home to look after or anything like that. So, you know, I always thought, well, what if I went back to school? What if I tried and, you know, tried to continue the career that I always wanted? Well, that was shot down in about 2 seconds when I kind of got, you know, belittled by people, and, you know, I was told that I would never, you know, I wouldn't be good enough. I couldn't be a teacher, I couldn't be a writer, and then I was told that I lacked imagination and everything like that, which really brought me down quite a bit, well, quite a lot. So I thought, what's the point? What's the point in trying? There's no point to it if I, you know, I didn't think I could do it, you know. The one person that I thought would have my back didn't, and that was painful. That hurt a lot. But over time, I started growing a backbone. It was, you know, struggling and trying, but sorry, Josh just came out and I lost my train of thought completely. So I've told him to go away because I can't talk in front of him. I don't know. He's going to edit this. He's going to see everything I'm going to say, but it's still difficult. Anyway, so like I was saying, I eventually grew a backbone and started sticking up for myself a little, and I rebelled. I became rebellious at the ripe old age of about 25 or something like that, and I started writing. Just not for anyone or anything like that. I just started writing for me, just writing things down, you know, writing short stories, saving them, you know, in folders called documents and stuff like that in the computer that no one's ever going to track it down, you know, or dragging it into weird music folders and then obscuring it with some weird, you know, name that no one's ever going to look up. I was really, really self-conscious of it. Like I said, you know, after years of being told that I wouldn't be good at it or anything like that, you know, then I still wanted to try it. And then eventually I started putting them online, and people were reading them and leaving me feedback and telling me that, you know, it was really, really good. And then you all know Christy. Christy and I started a writing group together, and that was great. We started a writing group. We got hundreds and hundreds of followers. We got probably maybe like 20 odd people in our writing group, and we'd all write together, and we would come up with the most amazing, you know, fictitious stories, and, you know, of supernatural and, you know, fantasy and dragons and wizards and, you know, demons and angels and everything like that. It was freaking amazing. And I loved it. I loved building a world for myself, and it was just amazing. And then my dad got sick and I stopped writing again, you know, just so I was there for mum and dad and everything like that. But lately it's been 3 years and the bug has hit me again. I've started writing again. So if you ever see me just sitting at a computer looking absolutely lost, or you know, doing any household task where I'm just like looking, you know, completely in another world, I probably am. Hello. I'm just talking to the camera, baby. Love you. But yeah, so yeah, I've started writing again, and it's amazing, and I'm writing a book. I'm actually writing a couple of books, with friends and alone. It's gonna be scary, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be fun. Guess what, the battery's gonna die any second now. So if you have liked me just rambling on, you know, like, subscribe, everything like that. Follow, you know, us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know, make sure you